Tell me your name and a little about the organization you represent.
So my name is Brittany Lynch. I am the founding CEO for Visions Merging. I'm also a digital storyteller, which essentially means a performance artist that uses digital mediums to tell narratives and different stories. And we are a proud partner of ANSR Minnesota.
Can you tell me about your event, The Feels?
So The Feels is one of our programs that we partner with ANSR on, and The Feels is a night of healing through performance art. What we essentially do is we acknowledge the need for artists to have safe spaces, acknowledge the need for there to be spaces where we can talk about mental health and healthy lifestyle choices, and we do that through performance art. So each and every month at Ice House Minneapolis, I will curate a group of artists to come in and perform, and they'll perform pieces related to their processes in healing, the things that they're going through, their struggles, their hardships, and ways in which they can turn over a new leaf and kind of lead a healthier lifestyle.
What motivates you to work in tobacco prevention?
So I really wanted ANSR to be a partner because I saw them in the community, one, doing the work authentically, which is not something that you often see from organizations that are looking to enhance the community. But ANSR's approach seemed really authentic, really on the ground, and that attracted me. And then, of course, their mission, the anti-menthol work that they do in coalition with other organizations seemed really powerful. Our primary audience for The Feels is working within communities of color and specifically within artists of color, and recognizing that that particular demographic has often less resources when it comes to treatment, counseling, therapy, that type of thing. I thought ANSR would be a helpful organization to connect with because they value the art and use art as a tool for advocacy against menthol, but also because I saw a need for some anti-menthol work to happen within the community, or thought it would be a helpful resource. And thankfully our artists have responded to it. They've been really engaged. ANSR's approach has been very non-judgmental, which is helpful when you're building trust and relationships and partnerships specifically within communities of color. So ANSR has been just an awesome partner in that sense, and I hope we continue to work together.
What kinds of problems with menthol do you see in your community?
First thing I noticed was that menthol companies were targeting communities of color, and they were doing that in a variety of ways. I can remember being given free candy cigarettes when I was a kid, and I have no clue where they came from because my mom was not buying them for me, but we definitely had access to them. I remember flipping through magazines and seeing tons of menthol ads with people of color, people who looked like me, and they were having a good time. They're riding horses, they're out at parties, and I realized that we had been targeted for a very long time. My degree is in sociology, and so I always look at the larger picture and the larger system, and recognizing that these companies are targeting our communities, not providing resources or even being accountable to the destruction that they're causing in the community. So when you think about a lifetime of smoking menthol, or being a young person exposed to menthol smoke from a young age and how that impacts your breathing conditions, children, especially in North Minneapolis, have a much higher rate of asthma than in other communities. And it's these type of things that we don't often take into consideration that I wanted to address and to have ANSR support us in.
What are you doing in your community to educate people about menthol tobacco?
So at The Feels, what we do each and every month is we have artists get up and perform about their situation. We don't dictate what they feel. It can be happy feelings, it can be sad feelings, it can be apathy. But we want them to honestly talk about the things that they're dealing with and how to get through them. What we do is we provide cross-sector collaborations between ANSR Minnesota and our artists. So we encourage our artists who have discontinued smoking menthol cigarettes to talk about their experiences. They may perform performing arts pieces related to that, whether it's spoken word, R&B, whether it's hip hop, whether it's just a projection installation that really encourages people to get more help. We also do tabling at each event, and so there will be representatives from ANSR in the building, and they get to give out resources that help people, whether it's quit plan resources, or it can just be, cool merchandise that says beautiful lie, ugly truth on it. We want to introduce people to the campaign in a way that's non-judgmental, in a way that's accessible, in a way that's artistic, because walking down the street and maybe seeing a billboard wouldn't nearly be as appealing as if someone were to put in a song what it was like to have their mother die of cancer and them remembering her smoking menthol cigarettes for the majority of their life, or what it was like to be an artist and how they felt like they were damaging their voice, or just going towards a destructive path, and how they've made an upward swing towards a healthy lifestyle by choosing not to engage with menthol of any kind.